Hello everybody, my name is Sam. I make waifu-related content, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you all the interactions with Yoimiya and Mona and how well I think they're going to work together. A lot of you have probably already seen Shincho with Yoimiya and their synergy already, but I want to show you how Yoimiya and Mona can work together, and just in case you don't have Shincho or you just don't like using them. I want to apologize for taking a while to come out with this video. It's just been a crazy week preparing to go back to school. If you don't know, I am a teacher, so next week I do start work up again. It's just been a busy time, but I appreciate those of you that wait for my videos and support my channel. You guys are the real ones. I love you all. And all the gameplay and footage you're going to be seeing is from my twitch.tv/HydroSam. I know, shameless plug, but go ahead and follow me there so that we can support the waifu-related content on that platform as well. Some of the commentary on this video is going to be post commentary, and some of it's going to be from the stream, and that's because I was able to see everything after the fact instead of, you know, during the stream where everything's all going on at the same time. But I hope you enjoy the video. I appreciate your likes and subscribes. You guys are the best, and enjoy the rest of the video. What are we working with? I really haven't read that much on Yoimiya, and I haven't even looked up any videos. So we got the nice weapon. Increases attack by 20%. Nice. At stacks 1, 2, 3. Okay. Only increase normal attack damage. So not for Ganyu for sure. But can't get this weapon for Ganyu. It's only for Yoimiya, mainly for her. It's also good for Child, right? Maybe. The character will obtain 1 stack of Thunder Emblem. In the following scenarios, normal attack deals damage in casting the elemental skill. Okay. Energy is less than 100%. Stack disappears when energy is full. It's for Child, right? Child and Yoimiya, basically. And we got a 4-piece Noble S because Mihoyo knows the best artifact set for Yoimiya, and we don't. Are we rocking a power damage goblet? Hell no. Because that just sucks. There's no need to run power damage bonus. 76, 155, 1-to-2 ratio. We got C3. We got 696. All right. Constellations. The Aura's Blaze created by Ryukin Saxifrage. That's her burst, and the dance is her elemental skill. Okay. Lasts for extra 4 seconds. Additionally, when an opponent affected by the blaze is defeated within its duration, Yoimiya's attack is increased by 20%. Cool. When Yoimiya's power damage scores a critical hit, she will gain 25% power damage bonus for 6 seconds. Nice. It can also be triggered when she's not active. Oh. When Yoimiya own blaze triggers an explosion, Neowibi's fire dance cooldowns are decreased. Nice. And then her C6 is Fire Dance, her elemental skill. Yoimiya's normal attacks have 50% chance of finding an extra kindling arrow that deals 60% of its original damage. Nice. No Pyro Goblet Copium. Or her first hit does 2. Gotcha. Kindling arrow doesn't seem like it does a lot of damage. Her what does her dance do? It's just duration 10 seconds, cooldown. Blazing arrow 150% normal attack damage, so it just adds 158% to these, or what? Pretty good. And then the blaze skill damage, blaze explosion, duration, cooldown. So lasts only for 10 seconds. Energy cost 60. Yeah. So as far as this with Mona, is it just Shinkyu's better? But I mean, that just embraces more of the fact that waifu over meta, right? Okay, it seems we can't do it. So one thing I want to say right off the bat is that I don't like the ICD cooldown that Vaporize has in this game. If you don't know what ICD cooldown is, all it means is just for one specific enemy, you cannot constantly vaporize them like every 0.5 milliseconds or whatever, right? There has to be a cooldown between one vaporize and another, just because of how the game mechanics work. So roughly there's around like a 1.75 seconds delay between vaporizes. So what that means to us is whenever we're doing this type of interaction with Yoimiya and Mona's elemental skill is going to be constantly applying hydro, and with Yoimiya, the first hit of an arrow is going to cause vaporize, but not the second or the third hit, because that is the ICD window in between vaporizes. Then on her 4th hit, she's going to cause a vaporize. So if I slow down this clip right here, you're able to see that the first hit does cause a vaporize, and the second and third one does not. and then you can see another Vaporize on her 4th hit. Or I guess technically I should say the 3rd hit of her damage from her talent level. But that's only on one target. If you're able to kill an enemy really fast, then maybe you finish off an enemy with a Vaporize and then you cause another Vaporize, but that's because you're switching targets. The ICD window cooldown is only between one single target, not multiple. But since Yoimiya is a single target DPS, it's going to be a kind of an issue for us, especially if we're trying to constantly apply elemental reactions. Another thing that's kind of not the best is that Mona's elemental skill only lasts for like 5 or 6 seconds, meaning you're gonna have 4 seconds of nobody applying hydro to the enemies. And of course, for you Shincho lovers, this is where you to say like, yeah, the Shincho's better because his elemental burst at least lasts long enough for Yoimiya's elemental skill to take advantage of. And yeah, sure, I'll give it to you. You're right. But if you're waifu or meta, trying to use Mona. But if you're meta over waifu, then you use Shincho. I'm just trying to be non-biased when I'm showing this Mona and Yoimiya showcase. And also one advantage that Mona's elemental skill does have over Shincho's is the crowd control factor. She's able to draw aggro from enemies from you onto her little mirror reflection of doom. Unlike Shincho's burst, where you're just, you know, trying to go click, 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 but then those enemies hit you and they might interrupt Yoimiya's attacks, or you just have to constantly dodge, which is going to waste time with your elemental skill. Not that much time, but just a little bit. So that's just one benefit that you get with Mona's elemental skill. The only CC that you can get with Yoimiya is with Mona, right? You do Mona's elemental skill or elemental burst, you trap everyone in the bubble, and just one by one you're able to just kill them off, because at least like if for the single targeting, like at least for like 8 seconds, so you're able to keep everyone still while you just let Yoimiya work on one enemy at a time until they just die, you know? You can also try to get some damage by enhancing Yoimiya's burst with Mona's elemental burst, but there's really no point since her talent level doesn't really scale that high as much as like a Hu Tao or something like that. Also, if we look at another interaction between Mona's burst and Yoimiya's burst, Aura's Blaze does not apply Hydro onto the enemy. So in this clip you can see that 2 enemies have Hydro, the other one has a Vaporize infused, and when we hit the middle enemy, the explosion damage spreads to the enemies nearby, and on the right, it does cause a proper Vaporize reaction that enhances Mona's burst, but on the left, the Vaporize is only infused for the Aura's Blaze explosion, and the middle enemy also gets the Vaporize with the Aura's Blaze explosion. So this type of interaction is going to be the same thing you're going to notice whenever we are using Mona's normal attacks or charge attacks to cause Vaporizes. If the enemy already has Pyro on them, then Mona's charge attack is going to be infused with the Vaporize. If the enemy is affected by Hydro, by like Mona's elemental skill or her charge attack, then the Vaporize is going to be infused into the Aura's Blaze damage every 2 seconds. It's kind of lackluster in my opinion. I've had comments saying that I should pull for Yoimiya because it's going to be like a 5-star Shincho where I can constantly apply Hydro application to Mona's normal attacks, but unfortunately that's not the case that we're seeing here. So you know, Vaporize from Mona, just Vaporize from the Blaze damage. That's all I can see. Oh, her elemental burst. Who's doing the Vaporize? Okay. So we can do this. Vaporize. If I let the bubble Vaporize, will that thingy give me a Vaporize reaction? No, it doesn't. It just gives a Vaporize to the explosion damage. This Kindling arrow sucks though. And if you're in a mob situation, you can just CC that. Work on somebody one at a time and they just die. But these guys die too fast. But I think that's the only way we can CC with Mona to help what's it called? Yoimiya. Since she can only hit one target at a time, if there's so many mobs around you, you can at least like do Mona's bubble everybody, and then just let Yoimiya one at a time kill stuff. But I don't know how useful that would be in Spiral Abyss.
Stand clear. Everybody stand back. Decided by destiny.
Oops. Pop. 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 What the heck? Really? Her casting her elemental skill pops Mona's bubbles? But that's really sus. Yoimiya's elemental skill pops the bubble. Look at that. That's sus. I mean, I guess we can do this, right?
Decided by destiny.
One Mississippi to Mississippi.
Here come the fireworks.
I guess we can do that. But that's useless, isn't it? That's just a waste of burst. Not really feeling this combo. Not gonna lie. Not feeling it. I think if anything, this has convinced me I should not pull for Yoimiya at all. That's what this have done. I'm not really feeling it. That's just me though. I mean, it's good for like, you know, whoever wants Yoimiya for mobile players. So that was my initial thought at first whenever I was streaming, but after editing and giving it more thought to this video, I think Mona and Yoimiya work well together. From what I can see is you kind of want to focus your Vaporize damage on Yoimiya, because she's going to be the one that's probably going to be applying Vaporize most of the time, obviously, just like you would for like Hutao or something. Mona's just mainly going to be for like a Hydro application / crowd control factor, just because Mona's elemental skill can't compare to Shincho's elemental burst. You can still try to find some rotations where you can do Mona's elemental burst, then her skill, and then you can pop Yoimiya's elemental skill, so that way you can have that crowd control factor and enhance her Vaporize damage and just her damage in general. Yes, I would like to see something change, kind of like how whenever Ganyu's ult used to cost 80 energy instead of 60, something like that, so that way Yoimiya can feel a little bit more loved and less people can skip her, because she's not a bad character. She has a good kit. Just I feel like they can do something better with that R's Blaze, not just on one enemy but on multiple enemies, just to give her some type of AoE factor with her kit. But that's just my opinion. I'm just here to bring you the waifu or meta content. And if you really want to be a hybrid of waifu and meta, I can see Mona, Shincho, Bennett, and Yoimiya on the same team working real well together. I think that would be a team I would want to try out in the future as far as Vaporize. But it just depends what kind of team you want to run with Yoimiya. The purpose of this video is that I just want to show you the interactions and what I saw from Mona and Yoimiya's skills interacting with each other. And if you enjoyed the content, I would appreciate a like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And I just can't thank you all for the support you guys keep giving me. I love y'all so much. Remember, waifu over meta, and I'll see you in the next video.
Time flows across the world. There is always